Good morning, everyone. Today we will start with the revision of chapter Magnetic Effect of Current. Okay, so in this magnetic effect of current, first of all, who discovered magnetic effect of current? That was discovered by H.C. Oersted. That is Hans Christian Oersted. It was a by chance discovery. What he was doing is he was doing experiments with a current carrying wire. So he was doing experiment with the current carrying wire. He has kept a needle magnetic compass near that current carrying wire. So what happened? What he observed is when there was current in the wire, this magnetic compass, magnetic compass has north and south. So it is the compass like this, it is having north and south. So when current was passing through the wire, that needle start deflecting. Deflecting means it start vibrating like this. If this is the needle, it start vibrating like this. So it started deflecting. Needle generally deflect whenever there is magnet around the needle. He checked around, there was no magnet. Then he just switched off the current and the needle stopped deflecting. So earlier it was deflecting like this. When he has stopped the current, needle stopped deflecting immediately. After that, again he passed the current, needle again started deflecting. So what he observed is whenever he is passing the current, the magnetic needle was vibrating or deflecting. So what he concluded is that this current carrying wire is producing magnetic effect. This is called magnetic effect of current. So this was discovered by Hans Christian Oersted, that whenever a current carrying wire is there and a magnetic compass is placed near that current carrying wire, that compass start getting deflecting. It means this current carrying wire is behaving like a magnet, or this is called magnetic effect of current. Okay, now we are coming what are magnets actually. So first we will discuss that, then we will compare it with this current carrying wire. Now magnets, you all have seen magnets. A bar magnet, okay, it is having two poles, north and south. So what about similar poles? Similar poles always repel, and opposite poles, they always attract. Like if I bring another magnet with the south pole over here, so they will repel. Okay, they will go far apart. But if I bring the opposite poles here, north, south, and here also north and south, then what will happen? They will attract. Okay, so there will be attraction. Similar poles repel, opposite poles will attract. Then if we break a magnet, suppose I break a magnet, then we can't separate these north and south poles. Instead, what will happen? The opposite pole will be created. Like if you break this magnet, what will happen? Here the north is there, here the south will be created. And on this half, if it is south here, here the north will be created. So we cannot isolate the poles. Okay, so what about this is magnet? If you place a magnetic compass near it, the magnetic compass will start deflecting. Then if I consider this is the magnet, suppose this is my magnet. Now if I place an iron nail here, it will attract. If I place an iron nail here, again it will attract. Now if I place it far away, probably it will not attract, because if it is not a strong magnet, it will not attract this iron nail. If I keep it here, maybe it will attract it. Okay, so we can say that around a magnet, there is an area, suppose if I place it here, 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 at this distance in any direction, it will attract that. But if I place an iron nail beyond this area, it will not attract. It means this area around the bar magnet within which its force can be experienced, that area is called magnetic field. That region is called magnetic field. So what is magnetic field? The area around the bar magnet within which its force of attraction or repulsion can be experienced is called magnetic field. How do we represent magnetic field? There is simple iron filling experiment. So when you all will come to school, I can show you this experiment, iron filling experiment, iron filing experiments. What is iron filing experiments? Suppose there is a bar magnet, okay, then you sprinkle iron filings over here. Iron filings are जैसे आप pencil sharp करते हो, there are pencil flakes. Similarly, there are iron flakes, that are iron filings. So when you sprinkle iron filings, these iron filings arrange themselves in this pattern. This pattern is also there in your books. So these iron filings will arrange them in this pattern. Like here they are congested, here they are congested near the poles, here they are far apart. So they arrange themselves in a particular pattern. This pattern represents the magnetic field. Where the pattern is congested means that at that places like north and south we can say magnetic field is strong. Where they are far apart we can say magnetic field is weak. So these iron filings, they arrange themselves in this pattern. Similarly, we can draw this pattern with the help of magnetic compass also. So what you will do in that, we will take a bar magnet, like this is north, this is south. Then you will place a compass over here. Okay, so this is having north and south. So north will north will oppose or repel the north. So it will repel the north. North may point in certain direction. So wherever it will point, you will mark here a dot. Then you will place the compass over here. Again, in which direction north will go, you will put a dot. Again, you place a compass over here. Then in which direction the north will go, you will put a dot. So like this, you keep on putting the dots, and ultimately you will get this pattern. Similarly, on the lower side, you can do like this. Okay, so you are getting the pattern. Similarly, again, so this kind of pattern you can draw with the help of magnetic compass and a bar magnet. So there are two methods. One is by iron filings, one is by magnetic compass. So when it is there, like from the north, basically they are starting, and at the south, basically they are ending. And they will never intersect. When you draw them, they will never intersect each other. This pattern of lines around a magnet, they represent magnetic field, and these lines are called magnetic field lines. So actually they don't exist around the bar magnets, but we can say that the north pole is moving around these magnetic field lines. This is the imaginary path along which the north pole will move when it is free to do so. So magnetic field line is an imaginary line around a bar magnet along which a north pole will move when it is free to do so. So this is the pattern of magnetic field lines. Okay, so this is the pattern around a bar magnet. They are starting from north, they are ending at south, right? And they never intersect each other. Wherever they are congested, they are their distance between the lines is less. There the magnetic field is strong, so it is strong at the poles, but here it is weak. Now, like for a magnetic field line, suppose this is the magnetic field line. At this particular point, I want to see where is the magnetic field. So what I will do, I will draw a tangent. Tangent is what? A line touching the curved surface at one point. So this is the tangent. It means at this point, this is the direction of magnetic field. Similarly, from here, like while going from north to south, I want to find out magnetic field over here. So here I will draw a tangent. This is representing magnetic field. Similarly, at this point, this is representing magnetic field. So, a tangent drawn to magnetic field lines represent direction of magnetic field. I have written B here. B is the symbol for magnetic field. We represent magnetic field by B, and the units of magnetic field is given by Tesla. Now, what are the properties of these magnetic field lines? They are very, very important. The first property is they are starting from north, they are ending up at south. They never intersect each other. Two magnetic field lines never intersect each other, because what happened if they intersect, like suppose one line is going over here, one is here, they are intersecting, then at the point of intersection I can draw two tangents. Two tangents means magnetic field is pointing in two different directions at a single point. It is not possible because you can't go in two different directions at the same point. So they are pointing in two different directions. So this is not possible at all. Thus, no two magnetic field lines ever intersect each other, because if they intersect, it means at a single point magnetic field has two different directions, which is not possible. Okay, so this is another property. First was they are starting from north, they are ending up at south, outside the bar magnet. Inside the bar magnet, they are from south to north. They never intersect each other. When the magnetic fields are closer, it means magnetic field is strong over there. When they are far apart, then the magnetic field is weak. Okay, so this is all about the properties of magnetic field lines. Okay, so go through these, prepare your own notes for this, go through this recording again and again so that you can answer the conceptual questions. Okay, we'll revise the next topics in next class.